here we go now from Rodney Scott. These are the juveniles found in the marijuana facility, almost all unaccompanied, one as young as 14. California, are you ready to partner with us to stop child exploitation? That's one point. Alicia Finley takes it a step further in the Wall Street Journal. Governor Newsom's politically dubious defense of pot growers. Marijuana is not as popular in middle America as in California. Is this any way to seek higher office? You live there, you're looking for that office. What do we need to understand about this raid from last week?
So first of all, on the legal point, Bill, these people in charge in California now, Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass in Los Angeles, they are failing to enforce the law, not just federal law. The point that people forget is that even California law, even the sanctuary state law that they hide behind, has a section in it which I've read and I would enforce, which says that when you're dealing with criminals who in the last 15 years have been convicted of a crime, a long list of crimes, not just violent crimes, all the ones we've seen with these guys from the pot farm, but even things like drug possession, illegal firearms, long list of crimes. You have discretion to work with ICE in order to get them out of the country. And so all of this could be avoided if we had people in charge who would just enforce the law, their own law, never mind federal law. On top of that, where's the morality for these people? Never mind the pot. You have child labor going on there. So now you have Gavin Newsom so twisted by his hatred of Trump and his desire to pander to his base that he's defending child trafficking, some of these people child molesters. I mean, what is wrong with these people?
Also in California over the weekend, J.D. Vance, the vice president, was with his family at Disneyland, and the governor hit him up on X. He said, "Hope you enjoy your family time, J.D. Vance. The families you're tearing apart certainly won't." He responded, "Had a great time, thanks." That is some major league trolling.
But that's what he does now, okay? So Gavin Newsom has basically given up trying to do his actual job. As a result, I mean, it's probably best that he doesn't, because when he's doing his job, it's a disaster. We're the worst run state in America. But this is what he does now, this trolling. In fact, a week ago today, Monday, it was the 6-month anniversary of the LA wildfires. I did an event in Los Angeles pointing out that nothing's been done. It's still a disaster. Kennedy and I have talked about this. What's Gavin Newsom doing? That same day, he puts out from his press office, they're bragging about, because he's trolling President Trump, his social media followers are going up. That's what Gavin Newsom now thinks of as success for him. Not running the state properly, but boosting his social media.
He's not the only Democrat who thinks that too. But there's also this, in LA, continuing to do these cash payments, including to illegal immigrants. Here's Karen Bass, the mayor of LA, on this.
But we also are going to have a reinstitution of the Angelino card, something that Mayor Garcetti started during COVID, that will actually provide cash assistance to people. Because, you know, you have people who don't want to leave their homes, who are not going to work, and they are in need of cash. It's a couple $100s, I don't know the exact amount, and this should be available in about a week.
And that's specifically for people who have been affected by ICE raids.
Well, at least they have homes. You know, people in Altadena and Pacific Palisades and Malibu, they don't have homes and they don't have permits to build because Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass are letting insurance companies do whatever they want, which is not make any payments. So you can't get permits unless you have funding. Yes, and so these people have been.
Is that city money or state money that she's spending?
No, she's saying that it's philanthropy.
Yes.
But what that means is there's all these non-profits, which, just as we've seen before, that ends up being funneled through. It's actually taxpayer money going to the non-profits. Then she said, "Oh, it's philanthropy." No, it's taxpayer money.
Yeah, it's philanthropy, but we're going to oversee it.
By the way, at a time when she has a $1 billion deficit in Los Angeles, $1 billion deficit, and this is where it's about. And the final point, she says, "Oh, this is for people who are too frightened to go to work." Why are they frightened to go to work? Because of her fear-mongering. The whole thing is unbelievable.
Well, but is it just fear-mongering that they're afraid to go to work?
I mean, it's ineptitude. You know, you have bureaucracies that protect the wrong people. And, you know, if people are afraid to go to work, maybe the system is completely broken, but what she's doing, you know, this money laundering and graft, it's not
just very quickly, it's because
fixing the situation.
If they cooperated, as I said before, they wouldn't, the city and the state, they wouldn't need to go into the communities. And it would all be dealt with in a much more reasonable way.
Complex issues. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Yes,
nice
good
to see you.
you.
Gavin goes full douchebag. Jeff, while J.D. Vance was visiting Disneyland with his family, Gavin Newsom criticized him on X, writing, "Hope you enjoy your family time, J.D. Vance. The families you're tearing apart certainly won't."
So stupid.
Do you think he really meant that?
I don't.
When he said enjoy it, I don't think he did.
Who knows? Who knows what this lizard person really thinks ever? He's literally the wormiest little snake about everything. And then like takes moments when he's privately to be like, now I'm a tough guy. It's like the most, when he's not robbing the state of California from funds that we pay him, he gets brave whenever like a family's trying to enjoy themselves at Disneyland. He's like the worst dude.
Didn't he tear a family apart?
Oh.
Oh, ooh. Yeah, he tore a family apart. He banged his best friend's wife, right? Is that what he did? Yeah. I mean, you know, you can think globally, but maybe act locally. I just came up with that, Kennedy.
That's very good.
Sometimes I'm so proud of myself.
I'd like to put that on a bumper sticker on my Volvo.
Oh. Hey, let's watch the language.
You're right, Jeff. Sorry.
So you know what kills me? This is always that weird thing that lefties do where they go, how can you enjoy your trip when there are people starving? But they never use that logic on themselves.
Yeah.
Remember what he did during the lockdown.
Yep.
Yes.
He didn't say, oh, you know what? During this lockdown, maybe I shouldn't go to the French Laundry and take off my mask.
When all of these restaurants are closing because in LA County, they forced everyone to stop serving people outside.
Yep.
Yes.
So all these restaurants had to close, most of them for good while he was at the French Laundry. Most kids had to learn from home, but his kids didn't because they were in private school and they got in-person instruction.
Right.
So here's Gavin Newsom talking about, you know, it's like, well, I hope you're enjoying your time at Disneyland. No one can afford Disneyland because everyone in California is overtaxed. They would love to be able to afford it. Oh, you think a migrant family that you have invited here to work for less than minimum wage, you think they're going to Disneyland for the day? The only people he's sad aren't tearing families apart are the pedophiles that he's trying to protect.
Pander. Politicians sometimes pander to the crowd instead of telling the truth. Philanthropy. The organization is funded through private philanthropy. Ineptitude. His ineptitude as a leader caused the entire project to fail. Graft. The investigation uncovered widespread graft in the local government. Wormy. He gave me a wormy smile that made me uncomfortable.
If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you for watching.